Happy to be joined right now by Hershey Bears forward Mike Vecchione, and I got to introduce you a little bit different than that. Calder Cup champion, Game 7 hero for the Hershey Bears. You just hear things like that, when people approach you, how is Mike Vecchione different this year than he was last year?
I'm not much different. I mean, I get that a lot. I walk in the locker room like missed a Game 7. I'm just like kind of over it, I'm the same guy. I just come and work every day like everybody else, and I'm ready to get another one. It was a short off season, so it wasn't like the best summer, but at the same time, like it's quick turnaround and we're back at it, and you just kind of like got to get into that mentality where, we're going to be playing games in a week and a half now, and we're going to have everyone's best, so we got to get ready to go.
I know you guys in the locker room have already addressed a possible championship hangover and how to avoid it and things like that. The new guys with the roster turnover, seeing their energy and their excitement and their hunger to bring another cup back to Hershey, does that kind of motivate you guys as well and provide a little bit of a boost?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're asking questions about like what it was like and the experience and all that, and the more they ask about it, the more like I want to talk about it, and it's amazing to me that they're just as driven as we are, like if not more. So no, there's a lot of excitement in that locker room. A lot of guys come here to win a championship, and I said that a couple years ago when I first signed here. You see all the history, seeing all the banners playing here a bunch of times. It's a special place, and to have all this turnover and all these guys want to come here and be a part of something special is great, and I'm really excited to see what they got.
When you look back on making the choice to come here, I know we talked to Chris Bork in the offseason when he was here for 3 ice, and he said he reached out to you. When you look back and see how everything has come full circle, did you ever think by making a simple decision to play here that the legacy of Mike Vecchione, the hockey player, the marketing genius, the roar, that would all take on a world of its own?
No, I mean, all of that stuff was just luck, I guess. I mean, I basically had a plane ticket over to Europe to play overseas. I didn't have any offers coming in, and it was kind of a scary time in my life. I was like 20 years old and not ready to go over, and the Washington Capitals gave me a late deal, and I talked to Chris, and he was like, "You got to take it. It's the best place to play." And I took a chance and came here. Scotty Allen was a great head coach to me my first year here, and learned a lot from him. And when I was able to re-sign here, and he left, I obviously got scared again. I was like, well, what am I going to expect? A new head coach. I'm not sure if he's going to like me or whatnot. And then we get Nelly, we get all these other guys, and I'm like, damn, like I'm not even going to be playing center anymore. Like it's a deep team, and I was fortunate enough to find a spot on the left wing with Scarbs and Frankie, and it was electric. We really clicked from day one, and throughout the season had our highs and lows. But I couldn't imagine anything that happened last year if I look back 2 years ago and said, like, if you were to plot that out, there's no chance I would have thought any of that would be possible. Maybe a championship, because that's why I want to come here, but not the legacy or have my name be associated with Mr. Game 7 or anything like that. So I'm very fortunate and humbled to be a part of this organization. And I got to thank the guys in the locker room, Chris Patrick for signing me here, and Nelly and Scotty Allen for believing in me, and it's just an awesome experience.
The leadership, brotherhood, the culture of this team was one of a kind. You guys so close on and off the ice. As the cup is making its way around North America, dogs are drinking out of it, all those type of parties. What's the wildest that you could share, or strangest late night text, phone call that you got from all the parties with the cup?
I mean, we haven't been able to really talk about it. What everyone was able to do is kind of just like, how was your summer? Short, But me and my buddies were just walking around town like 2 a.m. with the cup. Just really soaking it in around Saugus Center, and I mean, it was a fun time. We brought it to the Saugus Senior Monument. Boys were climbing on the monument, had the cup up there. Pretty dangerous stuff, but no, it was just a good time. Like, everybody seemed to have an awesome experience with the cup, with their friends and family. I was able to have my girlfriend out there in Coachella, but to have all my extended family, my immediate family, my friends, old coaches, high school, college people around there celebrating with me was, a very special moment, because obviously without all those people, none of this would have been possible. And I'm really close with everybody back home and all my family. So to have the cup at home and have like 100 and whatever people at my house was just an incredible experience. And I'll definitely catch up with you when I hear some crazy stories about the Cup, but I haven't heard too much yet. I think everything was pretty subtle compared to what we did the 5 days after we won the Cup.
The excitement to get back into a new season, how does that just re-energize the legs and just the body to get ready for another grind? Because this place has expectations. You guys have expectations. So, and Nelly has already talked about it. You know, sometimes you start rough. And I know we talked a little bit about the championship hangover. But just to be able to, what you guys experienced last year, to go with the ebbs and flows of another Calder Cup run possibility.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously talked about it, and I think for the most part we're going to be okay. I mean, we have a deep team. We have a lot of guys who are fresh, but we're not making excuses. We're coming here to work, and doesn't matter like that we went all the way last year. Like, it's a new season. We've had 12 weeks to recover and get back to work. So yeah, Nelly's going to do his best to get us in shape. It's going to be a marathon as always. There's going to be highs and lows. You just got to maintain those lows and ride the highs. But there's really no recipe for it. You just got to come to work every day, get our systems intact. He's a great leader for us. He's going to do what needs to be done, and I think our leadership group is going to do a good job of like making sure we're all ready to go. And it started today. I thought it was a good start, and as soon as we get some of the other guys down, we'll be in good shape.
And I know he already told Kyle Mace this when he asked about the Roar coming back. The Roar is coming back. If you could tell everybody that, and have any of the new guys, like, have they watched film to make sure they do it right? Have you like coached them up, or when is the appropriate time for one of the new guys coming in here to actually break out a Roar?
The Roar is never going anywhere. I think that's going to be a staple here for many years to come. Like I said, I got really nothing else. I just do whatever comes to mind, and obviously that was the funnest one and makes the most sense. But yeah, I mean, if you make the team and you're out there for the starting game or game one, you're more than welcome to do the Roar. As soon as you put on that jersey, you're out there, you score. I would love to see whoever scores the first goal do it. It'd be an honor to me to see someone else do it. I love when all the guys are roaring out there. So for me, that's always going to be something that I'm going to do, and I get pure joy out of everybody else doing it. So hopefully we have a lot of that come October 14th.
All right, because of your Game 7 goal, a lot of pure joy this summer in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Mike, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks.